Hello, fans and friends. Welcome back for another AstroFocus. I'm AstroKara. This week brings frustration in the form of Mars squaring Saturn. So in this video, I'm going to offer 3 ways to work with this energy. Mars is in Sagittarius, and here carries the instinctual fire of the soul, the urge to break free, to move forward, and to follow the inner truth that has been shaping itself inside you. In evolutionary astrology, Mars is the agent of the soul's desire nature, the conscious expression of whatever your natal Pluto is evolving within you. Transiting Mars is interpreted much the same way. It is the conscious force that is helping the collective evolve through the current Pluto in Aquarius. And this is the evolution of individuation. So as Mars meets Saturn in Pisces in this last quarter square, this is the evolutionary crisis in consciousness or crisis in belief phase. This phase is where the soul is recognizing that old ways and old perspectives simply cannot be carried forward anymore. And this can feel like a restlessness without having a clear direction, a craving for freedom mixed with the fear of letting go. And it becomes this persistent irritation at anything that feels limiting, unclear, or slow. And there can be this deep emotional fatigue from carrying beliefs that never truly belong to you. Saturn in Pisces represents the old psychic, mental, and emotional structures dissolving. These are old fears, guilt or shame, old conditioning, and old emotional patterns that you created for protection or survival. And this frustration comes from your instinctual Mars that is wanting to leap forward, while Saturn is cautioning restraint until you get real honest with yourself. The soul is saying, you simply cannot think this way anymore. You cannot believe the old story anymore. And you cannot shrink into the shape of your past anymore. Jeffrey Wolf Green is the founder of the style of astrology that I practice, and he would say, this is about the soul breaking free from consensus conditioning that it has outgrown. It is an evolutionary necessity, not a mistake. And this process has very real emotional texture. You may feel pulled between inspiration and doubt. You may become hyper aware of your own beliefs that now feel limiting. Have you been becoming disillusioned with old systems, patterns, or people? And have a deeper longing to live your truth unapologetically? These feelings are not a sign that something is wrong. They are signs that you're waking up to something that is arising from your soul. So here are the 3 ways to help you work through some of this frustration. Number 1, slow the impulse, not the desire. Mars in Sagittarius wants bold movement. And Saturn in Pisces says, go inward first. You don't need to suppress your fire. You need to aim it. Begin to take some micro actions that are more aligned with your inner truth. One honest conversation. One boundary. One shift in perspective. Or one step away from that old pattern. Number 2, use the friction as fuel. This last quarter square can feel like somehow life is punishing you, but it's meant to create momentum. It is your soul refusing to repeat the past. So when frustration arises, recognize it as evolutionary pressure and give yourself permission to choose differently. And number 3, recommit to your inner authority. Saturn in Pisces is dissolving our reliance on outer authority so that we can reconnect to our own embodied agency. Mars in Sagittarius is bringing the impulse to follow our own guidance, to stop living by the old rules, and start living from our integrity. The frustration you feel now isn't a wall. It's a doorway. And to move forward, it requires you to step over a threshold. And this begins with one courageous choice. To stop acting from who you were taught to be and begin following the direction of your soul's leading. If you'd like to find out more about your evolutionary growth edge, let's connect. There's a link in the description for a free call. Until next time, take care of you.